Venus in Virgo, important takeaways. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down natal Venus in Virgo, all the important takeaways, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement and what you can expect when someone has their natal Venus in Virgo. Now, I did a video explaining this before, but I wanted to redo it and make it better. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about natal Venus in Virgo and the important takeaways. So when you have Venus in Virgo, it makes you value Venus, self-improvement, refinement, and service to others, Virgo, as it relates to relationships and relating to others, Venus. Okay, so Venus tells us what we value just in general, all the things that we value. But Venus also has to do with relationships and how we relate to others. Virgo has to do with self-improvement, refinement, and service to others. Okay, so when you have Venus in Virgo, it makes you value Venus, self-improvement, refinement, and service to others as it relates to relationships and relating to others. Venus does not like being here, as Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which causes these people to approach love from a mental perspective and be picky and fussy, which can hinder the flow of love. Okay, so Venus does not like being in Virgo because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so it makes these people approach love from a mental perspective. And you're really not supposed to approach love from a mental perspective. It's supposed to be about feeling and relating. And Virgo is associated with being picky and fussy, which can interrupt the flow of love and hinder the flow of love and complicate things. But this does not mean that you're doomed if you have natal Venus in Virgo at all. Venus in Virgo is a great placement, and I'm going to talk about why. So these people have insanely high standards that most people rarely can meet. Or they lower their standards and will love a person that doesn't meet their standards. So this is very interesting, especially when it comes to like Virgo energy and, as it relates to Venus. So what happens is these people tend to have very high standards in relationships and as far as their friendships. Or what happens is they lower their standards and they'll accept your flaws. They will actually accept them because Venus and Virgo people have a reputation for just having these crazy high standards, and their standards actually become higher as they get older. But when they're younger and a little bit more immature, they will actually accept your flaws and love you through all your flaws. And just regardless, once they truly love you, they will look past your flaws and your shortcomings, even though they have high standards. Okay, so it's very interesting as they have high standards, but they will still love you through all your flaws. They tend to attract people that are flawed and they have to fix. Okay, so this tends to be a pattern with Venus and Virgo people, is they tend to attract people that are flawed and they have to fix because they value people that somewhat need help and they need someone to help improve them and get them on the right track. Because they focus so much on self-improvement, they're drawn towards people that need improving and need fixing. They're very attentive lovers, almost perfect lovers that seek to serve you and notice every detail about you. Okay, so this is going back to my point about why I said that Venus in Virgo is not a bad placement. It actually makes you a perfect lover almost. But the problem is that it makes your standards so high that it can hinder the flow of love. But it's still a great placement to have because it makes you almost a perfect lover. Virgo is associated with perfection and refinement, right? So Venus in Virgo is still a great placement. I think they're the most perfect lovers because they will serve you. They will notice every detail about you and be all about you and helping you and making you be a better person. They love health related matters and working on being healthy. This is what Virgo is associated with, being healthy and health related matters. Most have a health issue that brings their awareness to being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so this is a challenge that Venus and Virgo people tend to face, is they tend to have had some kind of health issue that they've dealt with in their life, which brings their awareness to the importance of being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. They spend their money on health related things. Venus and the sign that it's in tells what we like to spend money on. Venus and Virgo people will spend money on their health and health related matters with no problem. This is similar to having natal Venus in the 6th house because Virgo rules the 6th house. So if you have displacement, you want to make sure you study natal Venus in the 6th house as well, because you will find that information resonates with you and it sounds like you because Virgo rules the 6th house. Virgo Venus people truly value self-improvement. I cannot stress this enough. Virgo Venus people truly value self-improvement. They value being of service to others and they want to be served themselves. Okay, so Virgo is all about not only providing services to others, but you want to be served as well, especially as it relates to relationships. They want to be served in their relationships as well, just right back. Virgo Venus people value others that actively work to improve themselves. So if you want to impress Venus and Virgo people, you have to always be putting energy into improving yourself. That's how you impress them, is you're the type of person where you focus on self-improvement a lot yourself. They show they care by serving you and helping you to be a better person. Just reinforcing what I was saying before. This is how they show they care. Venus and the sign that it's in shows how we care about people and shows how we go about showing people that we care about them. So when you have Venus in Virgo, you show you care by serving others and helping people to be better. They value all things involving speaking, writing, communicating, reading, and learning. These are the things that they value, these Virgo related matters. Virgo related matters have to do with things that have to do with Mercury, such as speaking, writing, communicating, reading, and learning. They make great authors and writers and do great in careers that have to do with improving things in people and helping people. Okay, so Venus and Virgo people are great authors, great writers, and they do great in all careers that have to do with improving things in people and helping people, which relates to health related careers. Venus and Virgo people are almost always end up in health related or writing related fields or speaking related fields. Natal Venus, Virgo Venus people do well in friendships and relationships with people with earth sign placements and water sign placements. Okay. So being that Virgo is an earth sign, natal Virgo Venus people do well in friendships and relationships with people with earth sign placements and water sign placements. Celebrity example, Charlie Murphy, Nick Cannon, and Eminem. So I'm just going to use the Charlie Murphy example. What's so funny is that he recently died of some form of a cancer. So, and I talked about how Venus and Virgo people, they tend to be faced with some kind of health challenge. So obviously, no, I don't want to scare you and make you think that it would be that extreme. But all three of these men, what's so funny is all three of these men have had their health challenges. Nick Cannon has lupus. Eminem struggled with drug addiction and he had to work on getting himself healthy. So don't panic. It just, what happens is Venus and Virgo people, health related issues are brought into their awareness to make them put more emphasis into being healthy and taking care of themselves. And all three of these men, if you notice a pattern as well, they were in careers in fields that have to do with communication, speaking, and writing, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. That's what Mercury rules: communication, speaking, and writing. That's everything you need to know. Thank you for watching this really long video. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Take care.